boxing for a sweep, though he lives in South Africa, in Pretoria, is Katende. And he has a particularly difficult task because he's up against one of the gold medal favourites in this division for the Russian Federation, Artur Beterbiev, the reigning European champion and world silver medalist. And here is the pretty formidable Russian.
In the red corner, representing the Russian Federation, the bronze medalist at last year's Worlds in the United States, Artur Beterbiev.
Another pretty formidable Russian, the light heavyweight gold medalist from 8 years ago from the Sydney Olympic Games. Alexander Lebsiak. That's an interesting way to come into the ring. I've never seen anybody do that before. Slide underneath of you.
No, I haven't. That's the first time ever I've seen a boxer enter the ring through the bottom rope. Under the bottom rope, should I say. Still first time for everything.
Yep. This is the 23-year-old qualified in the second European qualifying tournament in Athens, was actually runner-up, so he did particularly well. Beat opponents from Poland and Turkey and in Greece. And then lost in the final to Ireland's Kenny Egan by 15 points to 10. But Beterbiev made no mistake whatsoever. Silver medalist in the World Championships to the Uzbekistani gold medalist Atoyev. He'll be coming up in the not too distant future. So in the blue, Kennedy Katende, and in the red, the Russian champion, the European champion, the world silver medalist, 23-year-old, pretty formidable Artur Beterbiev. Katende trying to move and keep out of the way, but there's a certain sense of purpose in the work of the Russian.
Yeah, Beterbiev, experienced, holding centre straight away, centre of the ring, making his man do all the movement on the outside. Now he's got him in the corner. Beterbiev is an experienced campaigner, Jim.
Solid shot into the body, didn't score. It's a good left hand by Beterbiev. Good footwork by the Russian. When he throws his shot, he gets the hands back up high to protect his head. Clumsy round the corner left from Katende. American referee's not having any of it. James McNally. Judges for this one from Venezuela, Lesotho, the Philippines, France and Argentina. Yeah, Katende's slowed down, and if he stays still long enough, he's going to get himself in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Katende, with this moving target of his, he seems to be making things awkward for Beterbiev. But as soon as he slows down, holds the feet, he gets caught left, right and centre. So maybe it may be better for him to keep on the move, try and be awkward, nick a shot here and there.
Good solid left hand once again coming in from the Russian European champion. Right to finish that round, didn't record, but a fairly solid and predictably solid opening round from Artur Beterbiev, leading Kennedy Katende by 5 points to 1. Interesting character, Kennedy Katende, is a graduate in sports management of the London Metropolitan Business School.
Beterbiev here, just I think he's showing too much confidence here, just following his man around. Should be trying to cut him off a little bit better than that. He's obviously very confident that he's going to win this contest. That was a good body shot there, good right hand to the body, and a right hand there Katende struggling, tries to catch Beterbiev with that left hook.
He had to hold on at the end. He was under a lot of pressure there, Richie. Well, very confident, Kennedy Katende. Let's see how he gets on in the second 2 minutes against the one of the gold medal favourites. This is in the bottom half of the draw of the 81 kilogram division, and lurking away at the bottom, and I reckon if things go according to plan, you'll see a repetition of the World Championship final from Chicago last year in the semi-final, because Abuzatiev of Uzbekistan is at the very bottom quarter of the draw.
At the start of this round, he's switched now to the southpaw stance. Has Katende. An interesting style, he's always on the move, and sometimes, as I say, that movement is creating an awkward target for Beterbiev. Now he's back to orthodox, but doesn't need to be on the ropes there. And the problem he's got, Jim, as well, Katende, his feet come too square. When he comes square, the target's full on, then he really has got problems.
Well, he picked up a point for a nice little shot inside, so he's closed the gap just to 3 points to Beterbiev, the European champion, not getting it all his own way. Good right hand, terrific shot, and again. Second one didn't score, but the first was an absolute beaut.
Yeah, Katende just swinging wildly, isn't he, with that left hook especially, but inexperience, literally backed himself into that corner.
Well, Beterbiev, maybe not just quite as good as his mentor who's in his corner, Alexander Lebsiak, but pretty efficient. .62 at the halfway point in favour of Beterbiev. Not a particularly tall man for a light heavyweight. Even round that second one, so Katende certainly coming back into it, but do you think he can turn it round, Richie?
No, I don't. I think his opportunities are a bit limited here, but at the end of the day, I think Beterbiev, he does move in now and again and leave himself open. He's obviously very confident. See that the way he's following his man all around the ring. Probably feels that the guy shouldn't be in with him, but you know, this is the Olympics, and he's got to beat him at the end of the day. Beterbiev, for me, is totally in control, but Katende isn't completely out of it. But he is slowing down, and his ring craft is awful. He literally has backed himself into a corner, and that's not good. Very negative boxing, that is.
Yeah, recovered from a rather nasty arm injury, Kennedy Katende, to compete in the second European qualifiers. Got himself tagged at the start of this round with a right hand by the Russian Beterbiev, the man in red, but it didn't count according to the judges. And once again, we've got to say that 3 of the 5 at ringside have got to, within a second, press the same button for it to be recorded on the computer scoring system. A little left from the Russian went in, a little slicing left uppercut. Katende just pushing him down, which you're not allowed to do. Good refereeing by James McNally from the United States. Well, that's good refereeing by Mr. McNally. He's just letting them get themselves sorted out rather than a sort of step in. That's experience for you. Back to the same pattern as we saw in the first round. Katende moving, but not really doing very much. And Beterbiev just tracking him all the time and picking him off occasionally.
Better work there from Beterbiev.
Good solid right to the body. Should have scored. Eventually got his man. He's really just backing him up now. It's better from Beterbiev. He's picked up another couple of points to open up a 7-point gap. Don't wrestle, please, and don't hold. Bit of a hop and a skip there from Beterbiev. You just get the feeling now that he's decided he wants to open this up. I think that's the case. 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I'm not overly impressed with Beterbiev, Jim, I have to say. I don't think he's handled the moving style too well. I think he's looked too confident. He's been following his man around the ring rather than cutting him off.
Yeah, I've always got the feel, I always had the feeling before this these Olympic Games began that this particular division, the light heavyweight, was certainly not one of the more star-struck divisions by any stretch of the imagination. Beterbiev always going to be one of the fancied boxers, given how he performed in the Worlds last year.
Bit scrappy on the inside here, but that is a good left hand from Beterbiev. That was better. This was at the start of the round when Katende just changed the tactics a little bit. He started to hold his feet. He got caught with some big shots and then he got back on his bike. But that was a lovely body shot there.
Yeah, that's the one didn't count. I was amazed at that. Right in underneath the rib.
But he got a little bit scrappy here and there. Inside of the glove as well there from Beterbiev.
But it's good pressure boxing from him.
Yeah. That's confidence for you.
Well, after this one, there's only another 260 to go.
Is that all?
Yep. 9-2 to Artur Beterbiev, the man in red, the 23-year-old Russian European champion.
Yeah, he got caught with the right hand there, Beterbiev. That was a nice shot. Glancing shot from Katende, but he threw it wildly and definitely caught Beterbiev.
Ireland's Kenny Egan was the man that Beterbiev defeated in the semi-final of the European Championships in 2006, having beaten men from Bulgaria and Armenia. And then I'd point to the Ukrainian Silach, who's not here because of a failed drugs test.
Oh, it's a good shot there from Beterbiev. Lovely little left hook. Short punch. And he threw it as he was going backwards as well, so good technique there.
Gum shield came right out, got to be cleaned and popped back in again. Beterbiev for the right again, really looking for this now. He is very strong, he doesn't waste too many punches, picks them, good footwork. Nicely done now, he's really coming on strong, solid left hand into the body from Beterbiev. And Katende's starting to wobble a little bit, he's looking very tired at this stage. He's taken a lot of hard shots on the forearms and the gloves and the upper arms.
Yeah, Beterbiev now is showing his class. Literally, he's showing you that he can box on the back foot as well. Very accurate, bringing his opponent onto the shots. And that's what you got to do to be a champion. Not only box on the front foot, but on the back foot as well. And Beterbiev in this round is doing that very well.
Good footwork. Good footwork. Last half minute.
Oh, lovely shots.
And again, it's a very tired Kennedy Katende. Just about out on his feet, swinging wildly, hoping for one last punch. Beterbiev's not going to let that happen, I'm pretty sure. Good footwork again by the Russian, just easing himself out of trouble.
Oh, lovely layback there from Beterbiev. Excellent.
Finishes by far the stronger and fitter of the two. Kennedy Katende absolutely exhausted. And the Chinese crowd not altogether impressed with the Russian, but that's not entirely surprising. But I've been pretty impressed with him. It's not maybe just the greatest of divisions, and certainly he's not in the same league as the man in red with his back to us, the great Lebsiak, the gold medalist from Sydney. But Kennedy Katende, one of only two Swedish boxers here, is not going to make it. And the Russian, one of a full-strength team of 11, is going to make it, because he's won this handily enough. Referee from America raises the hand of the Russian Artur Beterbiev, who's won his opening contest in the light heavyweight division by 15 points to 3. And that brings to an end the opening session here in the boxing tournament in Beijing, the highlights of which, certainly from a home point of view, victories at middleweight for